Men of Reddit, what are some mistakes women make during sex? I have an ex that used to keep sleeping with the wrong dude. What's the difference between a joke and 3 cocks? My ex can't take a joke. She must really like stealing roosters. Leaning back too far when on top. Some dicks aren't that flexible when fully erect. If I'm starting to sit up when you lean back, it's because my shit's about to break off. Mine just pops out. Lil dick gang. For real. I don't get how some guys' dicks can bend at 180-degree angle. Mine can't get past 40 without it starting to hurt. You ever have a girl up on top come down wrong and bend your dick in half? Because I have. If there's a hell, I know what pain awaits. Holy fucking shit, how did this blow up so much? I got a 3-day ban from Reddit right after posting this. So I didn't realize how big this was. Is it permanent? Penis fractures are a real thing, and yes, if you don't get it treated, the damage will be permanent. It will cause so much pain, anyone who experienced it likely is begging to go to the earth. My balls are not stress toys. Please don't squeeze them so hard. Edit. Thank you kind strangers for the silver. Geez, I'm rolling in pain just reading this. Don't be afraid to tell us what you want. If you don't feel anything in a certain position or angle of insertion, let us know and switch it up. It has the added benefit of extending our stamina when switching positions. Asterisk asterisk +10 stamina asterisk asterisk. You don't have enough dexterity to select that position. I love when she just switches on her own accord. It makes me feel like I can switch around when I want to as well. And shows me that she is trying to enjoy herself. A little look and then pushing me off. Just to turn around for doggy is hot as heck. Failure to provide feedback during intercourse. You don't have to scream like a porn star. But let me know if what I am doing is working towards getting you off. It can be non-verbal also. Just move my hand if it isn't quite on the right spot. Squeeze me harder if you want me to go harder. Set the pace yourself. And for God's sake, if you are 30 seconds out, just whisper a tiny "I'm almost there," so that we don't come up 500 feet short of the runway. Also, if you are in a relationship where sex is going to be a regular thing, then use the post-coitus pillow talk to say what you liked or didn't. All sex should have a brief planning phase and an after-action review. Or at least that's what the army does when they fuck you. Thanks for your cervix. After climax, please stay on the line for a brief survey. I was wearing a condom and my ex thought it'd be funny to stretch the reservoir tip and let go. Like a rubber band. Wasn't all that funny emo. Yeah, so one time a girl asked me to cum on her but I was wearing a condom. So I attempted to pull it off fast so I could oblige her. Well shit. I stretched it about 3 feet before it slipped out of my grip and snapped right on the head of my dick at the exact moment I came. Y'all never want to feel your jizz get forced back into your pee-pee hole. Trust me on that. Treating my dick like a trampoline when on top. It's easy to get carried away, I get it, but in the blink of an eye, I could lose all I hold dear to me. Working in her reverse cowgirl is a death trap. Not exactly during, but expecting guys to always initiate. Want your guy to feel desirable? Don't want your guy to worry that you're just sleeping with him every now and then to shut him up. Jump his bones. I'm so tired of this. It's not only the man's job to keep your sex life alive. If you can't remember the last time you suggested sex, believe me, your man does. And you're gradually eating away at his self-esteem, monsieur. Edit. I realize this isn't a gender-specific thing. As a guy, I've only experienced the issue through that lens. If you can't remember the last time you seduced your wife, you need to put more effort in too. Man, just had this talk with my wife last night actually. Don't make fun of me for being vanilla while in front of friends and then come home and lay there like an embarrassed fish when I suggest something dirty. Post comment edit. I feel like I've vilified my partner here. To clarify, she is incredibly sweet and very affectionate. We're both competitive and will often jab at each other in public. We've both crossed a line before and have talked about it. She had done this a few times before I finally told her it was hurtful to say that, especially in front of others. Are you fucking my ex? Why not everyone else's? Ever been with a girl that just lays there? Yay, that. Every guy I've ever met has called it going starfish. Edit. To the people who assumed I learned this as feedback and slept with every guy the first no. I'm super flattered, but I don't have the game or time to pull those kind of numbers. I've managed to keep one dude interested for 9 years, so I must be doing something at least kinda right. The assumption that just because they're there we should be rock hard, we need some warming up is, well, sometimes. To add on to this, it's easy for a guy to have trouble staying up if there are things not right with the sex, including a woman putting pressure on a guy to keep it up and hurry. A lot of women seem to be under the impression that a guy's job is to get both her and himself ready to go. This type of thinking often trickles down all the way to the guy needing to put on moves almost every time they want sex, while the girl will just sit in the other room without pants on for 5 minutes and wait for the guy to show up and start. Very rarely I've heard of a woman telling a guy to just relax while she does the work to get everyone's engine warmed up and ready to go. Although maybe I'm just dating the wrong people, but I feel like there's definitely a skew to one side. Faking pleasure. If something isn't working for you, let the guy know. If he thinks he's doing well, he won't change anything. If you let him know what you like and don't like, he will change. Most guys get a lot of satisfaction from your pleasure. Edit. Thank you for my first silver. To be more specific, pretty much all guys think a girl who is engaged in sex is a hell of a lot sexier. Don't expect him to know what you want him to do without any hints or help. No hints, just tell them what you want. No hints, for the love of God, please. The correct speed of a handjob is not, and never has been, 4000 RP, monsieur. Edit. Thanks for the awards, people. At last count, 15,000 people seem to know what I'm talking about. About 70 disagree and would apparently enjoy having their junk in an industrial paint shaker. And a smattering are taking the fact that I used revolutions as a metaphor far too literally. WPM, wanks per minute. Don't pretend to enjoy just for our benefit. If something isn't working for you, communicate. Sex should be enjoyable for everyone involved, and you don't need to appease our ego if you're not enjoying it. Sexual chemistry doesn't always come right away, and the only way it can be built is if partners communicate what they like and don't like to each other. Going up too far when they're on top, only to slam back down on your dick when it's out. Been there. Felt that pain. Don't try to discreetly insert your finger in my asshole. We know what you're up to. If you wanna try it, just ask. Greetings, sir. May I insert my finger in your asshole? Kind regards. Here is the asshole, as requested. Kindly do the needful. Best. I can tell when you are giving me a pity fuck and it's a total turn off. If you don't wanna do it, then say so. Jesus Christ, man, somebody told you that? I mean it more in a steady GF sort of way. She's not in the mood but still fucks ya cause she wants to be a good GF, but you can see it in her eyes that she just wants to eat ice cream and watch TV. Just turn him around. Not high-fiving back after sex. Acting self-conscious about their body. If we are there, and clothes are coming up, whatever flaws you have are likely irrelevant to us. Edit. Change being to acting for clarification. I am a guy with a hairy ass. Me being critical of your cellulite would be hypocritical. Edit. Till that my hairy butt may be an asset rather than a liability. Sorry, had to. Highland cattle have less ass hair than me. Is it me, or had this subreddit become very horny these last few days? Winter break started. The main mistake girls make is not listening to my post-sex PowerPoint presentation review. I spend hours on them animations. When you're giving a handjob, you're not milking a cow. Don't death grip it. Greater than don't death grip it, especially because she will never match my own death grip. Please don't ever just stick a finger up a man's ass. Everyone's foreign policy is different. Then consider my port, international waters. See, but now we've talked about it, so I know I can punch in your back door and work you like a puppet. I am begging you to stop using the English language like this. Quit asking, when are you going to come? Seriously, it's now going to take longer because I'm thinking of a response. If I had $1 for every time I wanted to ask a girl that, but didn't, knowing it wouldn't help. Edit. A comma. Don't fuck like a tranquilized mattress. Participate. Don't fuck like you are trying to start a fire between our crotches. Rhythmic fluid motions good. Jerking back and forth or up and down bad. Don't get the deer in the headlights look. Eye contact is nice, but with extreme concentration it is worrisome. Don't peel the foreskin back before insertion. It acts as a natural lubricant. It slides on its own. Let it do its job. Unless he's cut, then it doesn't matter. Don't keep your hands to yourself. Men seek physical contact. Hands excel in such. Despite all that, don't be self-conscious. Just be in the moment and enjoy yourself. That is when it will be best. The staring thing is so strange. Had an ex who wouldn't break eye contact the entire time and it never failed to kill the mood. Eye contact, brief smile is great. But this isn't a staring contest. We're clapping cheeks. Easy with the bouncy bounce during reverse cowgirl. Penis isn't meant to fold in half. Not doing anything. Asking for payment after the sex. I went out with a girl from the Tinder last week. After the date we were making out in my car and she ended giving me a blowjob. After, she asked me, "How much are you gonna give me?" Single quote. I was stunned. I stuttered that I didn't have any money and she replied, "Haha, you idiot. How much?" Rating 1 out of 10 for the BJ. We cracked up afterwards. Edit. I always struggle to cum. So any girl that actually accomplishes it has a 10 in my book. She took it in the mouth and spat it out of the window. Greater than she took it in the mouth and spat it out of the window. Who says romance is dead? The guy who stepped in it. Lifting her hips up at the wrong moment, causing my thrust to retarget the exit lane. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. The constant yodeling. RIICOLLLAAA carrot quadruple A carrot carrot ah. Don't go around the backyard stealing my goddamn lemons. Leave the fucking lemon tree alone. Lemon stealing horse. Think of a blowjob like sex. Yes, sometimes it's fun to go hard and not stop until climax. But it's also fun, going slow, playing and touching and rubbing. Not just sucking non-stop. Emo. Edit. I see a lot of comments talking about how to give the proper BJ and I haven't seen one comment talking about ball fondling. Never forget, on the flip side of this, giving head for a long time is literally painful. It hurts your neck, jaw, sometimes your tongue, and you can't breathe well. I'm happy to make the sacrifice, but damn. Make sure to ask before getting excessively rough on the balls. I remember hooking up with this one girl and we were making out on my bed while she was giving me a hand job. Then her other hand goes for my balls and I'm thinking she's going to massage the masseur. For some reason she grabs on them with a death grip that almost made me fall off the bed in pain. I guess someone she was with really liked that, but I definitely did not. I almost fell out of my chair imagining the pain you felt. Teeth. A girl told me she gave the best blowjobs. Every guy told her so. IDK, who the fuck lied to her like that? But fuck them. Because I got teeth. Then she was curious as to why I wasn't finishing. Probably because I'm writhing in pain. Closer to bleeding out than finishing. Girls, listen. It's all about the downstroke. That's like penetration. Penetration equals good. Upstroke isn't the same. Upstroke is withdrawing. Upstroke equals not good. So please don't yank on it like a lawnmower. Y'all ain't gonna start nothing that way. Edit. I'm shocked nobody's explained a good hand job before this. Dear Santa, I've been a good boy. Edit 2. My first 1K likes. This information is appreciated. Don't act embarrassed or shy away when you actually want to have sex. makes one feel like a rapist. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.